You're such trouble, Corey. And now we end our 10th episode with another Gay Gods of Gaming happy ending. And this week, we're asking the question, were we to survive in a zombie apocalypse, what weapon would we most like to use to maximize our chances of survival?
I mean, this is an important question.
It's a very important question which everyone should give deep consideration to at some point in their lives.
Yeah.
It's one of the big 3 existential questions which people face. Why am I here?
Yeah.
How should we treat other people? And
How
what
do I
weapon
survive?
would I use in a zombie apocalypse?
Right? I mean, and to make it even more pertinent and relevant to your everyday lives, we're going to pull our weapons from video games.
Right.
So, very, very plausible.
A real video game weapon that we would want to use were we stuck in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. So we're going to throw it to James first, because I got to throw that sentence in before he was even ready for it.
I'm not prepared! You went in before I was prepared.
Oh.
Ouch.
James.
I like it.
Oh.
So, I thought, this is not cheating, but I gave a lot of thought to this question,
I'm
and
gonna cheat
ultimately, it's not cheating. The weapon that I'm going to use comes from a zombie apocalypse video game.
Okay, yeah, that's not cheating.
It is from the 3rd Dead Rising game, the most recent one out on the Xbox One, which has a huge variety of weapons that you can use. It's amazing. You can put stuff together and combine them to make the most extraordinary weapons you could possibly imagine. And my absolute favourite weapon that I use all the time, if I possibly can, is a scythe with a Grim Reaper head stuck on the end of it, which spits exploding fireballs.
Okay.
It's called the Ultimate Grim Reaper, and basically you spin around with this scythe, and you cut things down with this flaming scythe.
Spinning
and then-
around wildly flailing, that sounds about right.
Right,
There
it's
you go.
exactly right. This is the only way I can get through this. And then as your flaming scythe cuts through zombie flesh, cauterizing it and giving that amazing charred flesh smell that we love so much, these fireballs explode out into all directions and shatter everything with, cover everything with flames.
So
It's
basically,
very satisfying.
You're going to use a weapon that really plays into your flaily panic mode.
Flaily
style.
panicking flamer. That's what it is. It's like, and it's amazing.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. So
Okay.
that's mine, the Ultimate Grim Reaper. If you haven't unlocked the blueprints for that one yet on Dead Rising 3, get it immediately. It is fantastic.
Alright, so I am gonna cheat, because, when I was first thinking about what weapons would I use, like, everyth's an oversized sword.
Maybe in your life, Corey, everything's an oversized sword.
I mean, I don't know, I just went to, your standard go-to JRPG nonsense, and that would be boring, and, but trying to think, well, which one would be the best one, and I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics recently, so I was like, I don't know, I'll use Excalibur. It makes you automatically have haste, and that's super unfair. That would be great, because I could also run with it. But, I wanted to get a little more creative, so
I was going to say, is that your answer? I was like, Excalibur?
I mean, if it also let me have...
I did this whole thing with the...
If it let me also have all of the skills of Thunder God Sid, that would be amazing. If I could be a Sword Saint and use all of the special sword skills.
A Sword Saint?
That would be amazing.
That should so be a category of gay man.
Anyway, I decided to be a little
You've
more...
got your twinks, your bears.
Oh my god.
Your sword
No.
saints.
No.
That's so awesome. We should make that a thing. We're going to make that a thing.
Alright, I mean, it would be me, and I would be the only one in the category because nobody can match this. So, there we go. Done. Sorry, James. You can be the panicked whirling flavor. That can be your category. Anyway.
Continue.
So, in my creativity, I decided what I would actually use as a weapon, would be a android that was designed to be a weapon. Or more accurately in this case, a gynoid, I guess you would say.
Really?
And that would be Cosmos from Xenosaga, who was designed as an anti-gnosis combat unit thingamabobber.
You are so much the geekier of us two.
Yeah, I know. And, sometimes...
Why? Explain.
Oh, because she's absolutely absurd, because she's literally designed to destroy these things from every aspect. And
she's designed to destroy zombies?
No, sis, but they're harder than zombies. They live in another dimension, and she can pull them into our dimension and turn them to salt and destroy them. And actually even...
Turn them to salt?
Actually even absorb them. absorb them into her body and use them as energy. So
basically, you're just getting something else to do all the work for you.
yeah, and then I don't have to, you have to recognize that I don't really have any training using weapons, and so like
I've heard
you.
yes. Very unskilled.
You built into you selected something that would, accentuate your inability to wield a weapon and just really augments the flailing option. So I decided I would decide to use a weapon that can, aim itself and really take care of everything and just automatically decimate all of my enemies. And maybe is or is not like Space Mary of Magdalene.
So you use a space savior.
I use a space robot savior.
I use a massive flaming scythe that shoots fireballs.
I use a space robot savior.
You can choose whichever one you think is the coolest. But that has been our 10th happy ending. We are the Gay Gods of Gaming. You can find us on gaygodsofgaming.com. You can follow us at gaygaminggods.
She also has a scythe.
You can like us on Facebook.
I think mine's better.
And now, for the first time ever, you can subscribe on iTunes to our podcast. It's extremely exciting. It's a humongous deal. I think that maybe one or maybe two people downloaded our last podcast.
Yeah.
And you can subscribe to it on iTunes. And if you do so, remember, over the next few weeks, you have the chance to win a free game
of very, very high quality.
An extraordinarily
it's
high
about
quality game.
These games will be about useful as James with a scythe.
So extraordinarily powerful,
so worthless.
like basically invincible. They will change your life. It'll just be the
okay.
best thing that's ever happened to you. So we're the Gay Gods of Gaming. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to have you with us next week.
Or make a comment so we can have another heresy section.
We want more heretics.
Yeah.
There are never enough heretics for us to pass judgment upon.
That can be what we call our followers, heretics. It'd be perfect. Commit heresy.
We really
sexy.
want you to. Heresy is sexy. We should make t-shirts
Heresy
with
is
that on.
sexy.
You know what? Next time maybe we'll have t-shirts for everybody.